Hello champs, how are you all? I'm sure you're doing absolutely fantastic. So today's session is all about use of his or her. Okay? So this is a bit complicated process. So listen to me carefully. Okay? So do you know that we use his for a male gender and we use her for a female gender. Now let's dive into the concept a bit more. Okay? So, do you know when we use his in a sentence? Any guesses? Wait, let me tell you. So, for example, if we are talking about a person who is a male, okay? A boy, a man, okay? So, when we are talking about a male gender, then to refer him, we use his. And likewise, when we are talking about a female gender, which can be a girl, a woman, okay? So, to refer them, we use her. Let's look for some examples to make the concept more clearer, okay? For example, you can see the sentence, her sister is a ballet dancer. So, we are talking about a girl's sister here, okay? So, we are talking about there is a girl whose sister is a ballet dancer, okay? So, when we are talking about a girl, so instead of using a girl or her name, we use her sister is a ballet dancer. Got it? So, now let's look for some other examples. For example, this is her husband. So, in this sentence, we are talking about a woman whose husband is standing over here. Okay. So, instead of naming that woman in that sentence, we used her. For example, the name of the woman is Rama. Okay. So, this is Rama's husband. So, instead of using this word Rama and or her name, we use the word her. Okay, so we are talking about a female over here. So we used this is her husband. Did you get that? Great. So if you have any doubts, you can directly ask. Okay, now we'll move forward towards our other example. So in this example, we are talking about a boy who has drawn a painting which is beautiful. So the sentence is, I saw his painting and it was beautiful. So in this sentence, we are talking about a boy, a male gender, right? So we used his to denote him, okay? So we used his in the first sentence. I saw his painting. It was beautiful. Did you get that? Great. You all are absolutely genius, okay? So now we'll move forward and look for some other examples. Next example we are having is, my granny sat on her rocking chair. My granny sat on her rocking chair. Now, can you tell me why we used her over here? Yes, correct. Because we are talking about granny and granny is female gender. Correct. So, here we talked about a female gender, that's why we used her. Now, let's look towards our other example. Her costume was beautiful. Her costume was beautiful. Now, you can tell me why we used her over here. That's right, because we are talking about a girl whose costume is beautiful. That's why we used her in this sentence. Okay? Now let's look towards the last example. Now in this you can clearly see that the sentence is written, he was reading a book of his sisters. Okay? So in this sentence, can you tell me why we used his? Great, because we are talking about the brother. Okay? So brother is a male gender, that's why we used his. So in this sentence, we are talking about a book which is of the brother's sisters and the brother is reading from that book. So the sentence is, he was reading a book of her sisters. Great. So this was all for the concept of use of his or her. Now you have to make sure that you practice this regularly so that you are good in this. Now we'll meet in our next session. Till then, bye-bye.